Hello friends, in today's final punch Kcet 2020 series, Ionic equilibrium chapter I am going to discuss. First we will see the synopsis. So before going to see this, if you have not seen chemical equilibrium, already I have finished in the last video. Please see that video. I have given the link in the description box. Then you come to this. Yes, first we will start with acid-base concept. Very important concept, remember, for CET exam point of view. Very simple. First one, Arrhenius concept. According to Arrhenius, acid is a substance which will give H plus ion, base is a substance which will give OH minus ion. Example, HCl, HNO3, CH3OH or NH4OH, NaOH, KOH, like that. Bronsted-Lawrence concept, which donates protons are called as acids. Protogenic we call it as. So HCl, HNO3, CH3, COOH, like that. Base, protophilic, which accept protons, remember. NS3, PH3, all these are which accept protons. Lewis concept. Lewis concept, according to that, electron pair acceptors are called as acid. Is the AlCl3, BF3, H plus, etc. Bases are electron pair donors, remember, which means electrophiles generally called as acid, nucleophiles generally called as bases. Very important, this table you have to remember. Definitely we can expect some questions from this. Then conjugate acid base pair, another important concept, remember. For example, if I consider HNO3 in water, it will form H3O plus plus NO3 minus. So here you can see HNO3 has given its proton, hence it is known as acid. According to the Bronsted-Lawrence concept we are talking about. And water is the base because it has gained H plus ion. So if I tell this as an acid, remember this is conjugate base we can call it as. That is base. It can accept a proton now. It is base. H2O is as base and H3O plus is an acid because it can donate a proton. So conjugate acid base pair is nothing but the substance which is differ by one H plus ion. Remember, this is nothing but differ by one H plus ion. One proton. Differ by one proton, we call it as conjugate acid base pair. This one very important you have to know. So 5-star concept. Conjugate acid, if they ask by giving any substance, what is the conjugate acid of that substance? If they ask, you have to add H plus. So conjugate base, substance minus H plus. Any substance if you subtract one hydrogen, that is conjugate base. Any substance if you add one hydrogen, that is conjugate acid. Remember this point. For example, you can say water. H3O plus is an conjugate acid because what we have done here, conjugate acid substance is water given. So plus H plus we have done because H3O plus it is forming. H2 is neutral. When you add one H plus, it is having plus charge. H2 is neutral. When you remove one H plus, it will become OH minus, hydroxyl ion, conjugate base. For example, NH3. Conjugate acid is NH4 plus because you have added one proton. And NH2 minus is conjugate base, you have removed one proton. Here HCO3 minus, bicarbonate ion. So in this case, conjugate acid H2CO3, bicarbonic acid. Carbonic acid H2CO3 when you add H plus. When you remove H plus, it becomes CO3 2 minus because minus 1 when you add H plus, no charge. Minus 1 when you remove H plus, minus 2 charge. So like this conjugate acid base. But you remember this part. Substance plus H plus conjugate acid, substance minus H plus conjugate base. Then degree of dissociation. Degree of dissociation is nothing but it's the ratio of number of molecules which ionize divided by total number of molecules of electrolyte taken. For example, remember, just imagine I have taken here instead of molecule, moles also you can take. Just imagine I have taken 10 moles of HCl, strong electrolyte HCl, which can undergo complete dissociation. So 10 moles I have taken, complete 10 moles dissociate, strong. So alpha is equal to 1 you will get. Weak electrolyte like acetic acid. Acetic acid, now you can see total number of molecules of electrolyte taken is 10. But acetic acid only 5 molecules may dissociate, which means 5 by 10. Always it will be less than 1. Very important, for weak electrolyte less than 1, strong electrolyte equal to 1. Then we'll move to Ostwald's dilution law. Remember these formulas directly. So Ostwald dilution law is given as Ka. Ka means, remember, dissociation constant of the weak acid. Kb is dissociation constant of the weak base. Ka is equal to C alpha square divided by 1 minus alpha. This derivation is not needed. Directly I have taken formula here. If the same thing for base Kb, instead of A you will write B, C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. Formula, everything it remains same. For weak electrolyte, remember alpha is very less than 1. Hence I can write this denominator 1 minus alpha as 1. So hence K is equal to, so Ka is equal to C alpha square, alpha is equal to root of Ka by C. Similarly, Kb is equal to C alpha square, alpha is equal to root of Kb by C. Then if you write C alpha is equal to root of Ka into C. C alpha is root of Kb into C. This is important when weak electrolyte is given, how to calculate H plus ion. Because H plus ion is needed in calculation of pH. For weak electrolyte, H plus ion calculated by concentration into degree of dissociation, and OH minus is calculated by concentration into degree of dissociation. Remember, formula remains the same. Here it is maybe acid or base. Then remember this formula, at least actually for NEET exam point of view. If that is having the solutions having same molar concentration, it may be acid or base. I have written for acid, you can write it as base also. Alpha 1 by alpha 2 is equal to root of Ka1 by Ka2. So remember here C is the same. Hence K of root of Ka1 by Ka2 is give rise to strength of the acid 1 divided by strength of the acid 2. Similarly Kb1 by Kb2 root of strength of base 1 divided by strength of base 2 you can write. Then important point, acidity of the base means what? Number of replaceable OH minus ions in the base is called as acidity of the base. For example, for NaOH, remember NaOH if I consider it is 1. If it is CaOH twice, it is 2 because 2 OH minus are there. Basicity of an acid is nothing but number of replaceable hydrogen ions. So in this H plus ions in an acid. For example, here HCl if I consider it is 1. If I consider sulfuric acid H2SO4 if I consider it is 2 because 2 hydrogen replaceable. Remember that. Then, as we know Ka and Kb, remember this relationship, greater the degree of dissociation, greater the degree of dissociation, greater is the dissociation constant. Definitely we can expect that, correct? So if degree of dissociation is more, dissociation constant will increase because that is directly proportional, and stronger is the strength of acid or base. Remember this point. If Ka is larger, acid strength is more. If Ka is smaller, acid strength is less. Like that base. Then ionic product of water. Ionic product of water is nothing but, so at 298 Kelvin, it is a molar concentration of H plus and OH minus ion concentration. So it is the product of molar concentration of the H plus and OH minus called as Kw, nothing but ionic product of water. Generally it is 10 to the power minus 14. At which temperature? If we consider 25 degrees standard, we consider 10 to the power minus 7 is for H plus and OH minus. So you will get 10 to the power minus 14. If the same thing for 10 degrees Celsius, weaker, andre lesser concentration, lesser temperature, remember value of this Kw increases with rise in temperature, decreases with decrease in temperature. Hence you can say when you decrease the temperature, H plus and OH minus ion concentration decreases 10 to the power minus 8. Minus 8 is more less than minus 7, remember. Hence remember Kw become 10 to the power minus 16. Similarly, here minus 6 I have written because 80 degree means 10 to the power minus 6. So H plus and OH minus ion concentration increases because dissociation of the water increases. Because of that reason, remember minus 6, and Kw if you consider it become minus 12. And remember one thing important and very simple, already you know so many times you have discussed. H plus is more than OH minus acidic, H plus is less than OH minus basic, H plus is equal to OH minus, that is neutral. Depending on this H plus and OH minus, you can calculate the pH value. So pH is equal to minus log of H plus, pH is equal to log of 1 by H plus also you can write if you don't want this minus. pOH is equal to minus log of OH minus, pOH is equal to minus log of 1 by OH minus. So how to calculate log and anti-log in the competitive exams without log table and anti-log table. So for that I have made one simple video in tips and tricks series, it is there. So I will give the link in the description box. Please refer that, see that, definitely it will help you. Yes. Now remember in this H plus pH and pOH expression, as H plus ion decreases, remember as H plus ion concentration decreases, pH increases. Because minus log is there, correct? So H plus increases, pH decreases, H plus decreases, pH increases. Remember, if H plus decreases, pH increases means acidic nature decreases. Because pH more than 7 is basic. pH less than 7 is acidic. pH is equal to 7 is neutral. So pOH also same. pOH reverse of pH. pOH more than 7 is acidic, less than 7 is basic. So generally we will consider pH value, because both when we consider there is a matter of confusion between whether pH or pOH is taken. So definitely we will consider always pH. Then this formula you remember, pH plus pOH is equal to 14 is equal to pKw. So because here we have written H plus and OH minus is equal to 10 to the power minus 14. Apply log on both side, minus log on both side. Minus log on both side when you apply, remember you will get, so minus log of H plus, that is pH, plus minus log of OH minus, that is pOH, is equal to 14 is equal to pKw. Then pKa, like that pKw, pH, remember for this K and Kb also we can give pK and pKb. It's very simple. So minus log of K minus log of Kb. And remember this formula also, when we add pK plus pKb you have to get 10 to the power 14 total. Because remember, so Ka into Kb is also equal to 10 to the power minus 14. Because of that reason, pK and pKb, when you add pK plus pKb is equal to, here it is multiplication, you can say into, here it is plus. So this when it is into, apply minus log on both side here. Minus log on both side, you will get the same. pK plus pKb is equal to, so pKw. Remember same thing already we have discussed. Ka increases, pKa decreases. Ka increases, pKa decreases, acidic nature increases. Remember, Ka and acidic nature directly proportional, pKa and acidic nature inversely proportional. Similarly here, H plus and acidic nature directly proportional, but pH and acidic nature inversely proportional. Similarly, Kb and acid basic nature directly proportional, pKb and basic nature inversely proportional. For example, if acetic acid is given, formic acid is given, pKa value is given. In organic chemistry, such question they can ask. So, pK value is given, which one is stronger acid if they ask. Remember, pKa is less means stronger is the acidic nature. So, pKa 3.75 HCOH is stronger acid. Then buffer solution. Buffer solution, remember, it is a solution which resists the change in pH, which means which will not allow the change in pH on addition of the small amounts of acids or bases or on dilution also. So, such a solution which is added before preparation of the other solution, so that it will prevent the change in pH. So in these three types of buffer, remember acidic buffer, basic buffer, neutral buffer. Here don't remember the examples. Examples you can frame it very easily. But remember what all the substances are going to form buffer solution. See, acidic buffer is a thing, but always weak acid and its salt with the strong base. Basic buffer, weak base and its salt with the strong acid. Always remember acidic buffer start with weak acid. Basic buffer always base is weak. Acidic buffer acid is weak. Remember that. So in exam, by giving the combinations of acid and base, they can ask you to identify which one will form a base, the buffer solution like that. In that case, you have to be very careful. Weak acid, acidic buffer, weak base, basic buffer. When you take weak acid, reverse of that basic strength you take. Weak acid and you start with a strong base, weak, strong, acid base, weak, strong, acid base, like that. Neutral buffer is nothing but mixture of weak acid and weak base. Weak acid and weak base. Remember, strong acid and strong base never form. Strong acid and strong base never form a buffer. Weak acid and its salt with a strong base. Weak base and its salt with a strong acid. Mixture of weak acid and weak base. Remember the example. Acetic acid is weak acid. CSCONH is strong base. CSCOOH plus NaOH. When you react, you are going to get the salt with a strong base. Similarly, weak base NH4OH. And your salt with a strong acid means with HCl, when you react this NH4OH, you will get NH4OH. Like that. Neutral buffer. Ammonium acetate. Ammonium acetate is formed by, remember, instead of this, they can give it like this also. Ammonium hydroxide you can take, weak base. Plus when we react it with acetic acid, CS3COOH, you are going to get this, CS3COONA, sodium acetate. So, ammonium acetate. Ammonium acetate is CSCONH4. NH4 it is, NH4, not Na, NH4. So, ammonium acetate, CSCONH4 is going to form NH4OH plus CSCOH. So, this is forming neutral buffer, remember that. Then Henderson's equation, important for for NEET point of view, it is important. Acidic buffer, pH is equal to pKa plus log of salt by acid. Basic buffer, pOH is equal to pKb plus log of salt by base. Remember, For acidic buffer, pH will be less than 7. For basic buffer, pH will be more than 7. Obviously, pH value, pOH value you can calculate if they give salt and acid concentrations. This is of buffer solution. Then common ion effect. Common ion effect is nothing but suppression of the weak electrolyte by adding the strong electrolyte having common ion. For example, you see acetic acid, weak acid. So when it and ionization, it will give H plus ion and CSCO minus. Just imagine for this, if I add CS3CO Na. What happens here? CSCO minus Na plus is going to form. This is become common ion, correct? Now this is become common ion. So now this will react with H plus. This will react with H plus to form CSCOH back. Because of this common ion, what we have observed, if it is 7 molecules dissociated previously, because of this strong acid, strong electrolyte, this will react with this to form another 3 moles back. Which means previously we have observed 7 molecules dissociated. Now you can see only 3 molecules or 4 molecules dissociated. Which means dissociation will decrease. Adanna ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು suppression of ionization ಅಥವಾ dissociation of weak electrolyte. Remember this. So same common neon solution you can take. But remember, when the common neon concentration increases, always solubility decreases. Because when the common neon increases, this will react with H plus to form COOH back. Which means the solubility of CS3COOH always decreases in the solution. So that is use concentration of the common ion inversely proportional to solubility. 2019 question it was asked on this concept. Remember that. Now hydrolysis. So remember, neutralization means acid plus base give rise to salt plus water. Hydrolysis means reverse of that. Salt plus water give rise to acid plus base. See, there are 4 types of salt possible. Remember, strong acid, strong base, salt of strong acid, strong base, salt of weak acid, strong base, salt of strong acid, weak base, salt of weak acid, weak base. 4 salts are possible. Now you can see. If you consider strong acid and strong base, salt of strong acid and strong base, NaCl, KCl, KN, like that. So these do not undergo hydrolysis. Very important point. These do not undergo hydrolysis. Hence pH of the solution is neutral is equal to 7. Fit this in your mind. Remember, salt of strong acid, strong base. Wherever you will see salt is made up of strong acid and strong base, then definitely it will never undergo hydrolysis. Salt of weak acid and strong base. So weak acid, for example, HCN is weak acid, KOH is strong acid. So KCN is formed. H2CO3 is weak acid and NaOH is strong base. So Na2CO3 is formed. Such solution undergo hydrolysis. Except this type, all other type undergo hydrolysis. In this case, remember, strong component will never undergo hydrolysis. See, KCN, K is from strong base, it will never undergo hydrolysis. CN undergo hydrolysis. Hence, we can call this as anionic hydrolysis. Always remember, salt of weak acid, strong base, undergo anionic hydrolysis, turns blue litmus to red litmus to blue. The reason for that is pH is 7 and basic. pH is 7 and basic. Very, very important. And easy to identify also. See, definitely when I mix weak acid and strong base, which is a strong component? Base. Base strong component means pH should be what? More than 7. Very easy to identify, correct? So, weak acid, strong base is the component, strong is the base, so hence pH is more than 7. Similarly, here you can see strong acid, weak base. See, strong acid, weak base, which is stronger? Acid is strong. So, acid strong means pH should be less than 7. pH less than 7 is nothing but acidic in nature. So, like this, remember. So, example, NH4Cl, CuSO4, FeCl, like that. It will undergo cationic hydrolysis. Very important. Only cation undergo hydrolysis. What is the reason? See, the reason is the anion comes from strong component. Anion comes from strong component, it will never undergo hydrolysis. Weak component base, Fe, cation, so cation undergo hydrolysis. Turns blue litmus to red. Then salt of weak acid and weak base, very simple. Neutral buffer, whatever the example you remember, the same. May be acidic or basic or neutral. How to calculate pH then? Remember this formula. pH is equal to 7 plus half into pKa minus pKb. So, if the acid is weaker, pKa more than pKb, basic solution you will get because pH will be more than 7. If pKa less than pKb, then 7 minus something you will get. So acidic, pH is less than 7, pKa is equal to pKb, then pH is equal to 7, you will get, that is neutral. Which means salt of weak acid and weak base always give rise to, it may be acidic or basic or neutral. But salt of strong acid, weak base give rise to pH less than 7 strong. So salt of weak acid, strong base give rise to pH more than 7, basic. And salt of strong acid, strong base never undergo hydrolysis. Finally, solubility product. So solubility product is nothing but product of molar concentration of the ions of an electrolyte in the saturated solution. Maybe weak electrolyte. Like AgCl, Ag plus Cl minus it is formed. So Ksp is equal to, I can write as Ag plus into Cl minus. Divided by AgCl I cannot write because it is solid. So already in the chemical equilibrium I told. So for pure solid and liquid we consider it as unity concentration. Hence Ag plus Cl minus give rise to Ksp. So Ksp is always directly proportional to temperature. Remember, temperature as it increases, dissociation increases. So Ksp is going to increase. Yes, very important expression for Ksp. So here I have given the table. Before that I will tell you how it is obtained. See, S is solubility. In all the case, S is nothing but solubility. Now, AB type of salt. AB type of salt means what? 1:1 ratio. AgCl, AgBr, BaSO4 like that. So it is not like AB4. SO4 means 1 unit. Ba2 plus is 1 unit. So BaSO4 is forming 1:1 type of salt, AB type. AB type of salt, consider A plus B minus, it will form, right? So S is the solubility of A plus, B, S is the solubility of B minus. So remember, Ksp AB type of salt is equal to S square. So S into S we will do. Because Ksp is equal to molar concentration, product of molar concentration of these two, S into S, S square. So what is S then? S is equal to root of Ksp. Remember this formula. AB2 or A2B, same expression you will get. So AB to PbCl to CaOH twice. A2B, so Ag to S, Ag to CrO4, silver chromite salt, like that. AB2 means how it dissociate? A2 plus plus 2B minus. A plus consider as S, B minus consider as S, so the 2B is there, I will write 2S. Now Ksp formula, A2 plus into B minus raised to the power 2. Appropriate power depending on the balanced chemical equation. S into 2S square, nothing but 4S cube. 4S cube and S is equal to root 3. So this cube root of Ksp divided by 4. Remember this formula. So how to arrive at the formula? This is the way. So A2B also will get the same. You can see 2S and S. So there is no change in the formula, 4S cube. Then AB3 type, FeOH thrice or AlOH thrice. AB3 type you can see A3 plus plus 3B minus. So B minus is yes, so that 3S, yes. A3 plus into B minus to the power 3. S into 3S cube, 27S4 you are going to get. So remember, AB3 type of salt, 27S to the power 4. S is equal to 4th root of Ksp divided by 27. Similarly, A2B3 or A3B2. For example, you can take Al2S3 or aluminum oxide Al2O3 or aluminum sulfate Al2SO4 thrice. So all these salts comes under this. So A2B3 type. So Ksp 108S to the power 5. Ksp is equal to 108S to the power 5. You calculate like this only, you will get the same. S is equal to 5th root of Ksp by 108. Now, condition for precipitate. These are all, this is the table, very important, remember. Very important. Condition for precipitate, remember this. This will help us in the applications of solubility product, that is in the qualitative analysis. Remember this. Application of solubility product is qualitative analysis, where precipitate, how it will form. See, Ksp means solubility product, already we have seen. Which condition? Saturated condition. Kip I will introduce another new one. Kip is nothing but ionic product at unsaturated or supersaturated solution. Andre, the meaning is that, remember, so in this whatever the Ag plus and Cl minus I have taken, this molar concentration you can take at any point of time, saturated state, unsaturated state, supersaturated state. But only at saturated state, this we call it as Ksp. Remaining all the state we call it as IP, ionic product. So now what happens is, solution saturated, the meaning is that both are equal. Ksp is equal to Kip. If Ksp is more than Kip, remember, if Ksp is more than Kip, precipitation does not occur. Remember, if solubility product is more than ionic product, always precipitate does not occur. Remember that point. Ksp less than Kip, precipitation occur. For example, if you once you recall the practicals what we have done. So in case of the third group radical, what we have done, so for aluminum plus 3 radical, so you have added ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. Aluminum hydroxide is precipitated, white gelatinous precipitate. Correct? So that white gelatinous precipitate you have obtained only because when that white gelatinous precipitate, aluminum hydroxide ionic product exceeds Ksp, solubility product, then only precipitation occurs. Remember that point. This condition is very important. Remember. This is about synopsis. I hope you understood synopsis. Definitely it will help you in last minute preparation. So for the revision of the whole chapter. So first I have done chemical equilibrium. If you have not seen, please see that. And this is ionic equilibrium. And another my request is, remember, so I have given the link of the telegram. Remember, I have given the link of the telegram in description box. If you want these colorful notes for the synopsis, as a synopsis, remember, for your preparation, definitely you can download. If you don't have, download this telegram app in your mobile, then you can join me in this telegram group, so that I have sent all this, the previous synopsis also and this synopsis also. You can download that from the telegram and you can refer that. Definitely it will help you. And if you get help from this, please suggest my channel to your friends also, your friend circle, your juniors, all those, because they will also get help from that, and tell them to subscribe to my channel. So that is about synopsis. Now we will move to previous year questions. So 2019 question, as I have discussed. So solubility of AgCl is minimum in. Solubility of AgCl is minimum in. See, for this the hint is common ion effect. What is the hint? Hint is, remember, common ion effect. Now according to common ion effect, you can say, so AgCl, if I take, AgCl give rise to Ag plus Cl minus. Now if the Cl minus concentration increases, then definitely solubility decreases. Because here you can see concentration of the common ion inversely proportional to solubility. Now out of these, to remember more numbers, see, concentration is same, water you cannot consider. Concentration is same, 0.1 here also, remember, 0.1 m. Concentration is same, but in which case Cl minus you are going to get it in the larger, the amount or the number, AlCl3. Because AlCl3, when you dissociate, you are going to get Al3 plus at a time 3Cl minus you are going to get. Which means concentration of the common ion increases. Hence remember, solubility decreases. Answer is D. 2019 asked question. Very simple. Acidic nature of BF3 explained on the basis of. 2018 asked question. BF3, remember, Arrhenius concept, Bronsted law is Lewis concept. Very famous one, remember, Lewis concept. Remember, Lewis concept. Now, in presence of HCl, H2S results in the precipitation of group 2 radical, but not group 4 radical. See, if you remember, group 2 radical, we will add original solution or salt solution plus HCl plus H2S. Only group 2 radical get precipitate, not group 4. What is the reason for that, they are asking. And that is called as common ion effect. Once again, the hint is common ion effect here. See, HCl, when I take, it is a strong acid, right? So strong electrolyte, H plus Cl minus. But H2S is weak electrolyte. H2S give rise to 2H plus S2 minus. Remember. Now, to make the precipitate, what we require? S2 minus concentration we required. But what happens is, because of the common ion here, S2 minus concentration decreases. Solubility of H2S decreases and concentration decreases. So, group 4 radical, so ionic product will not exceed the solubility product. But for group 2, ionic product exceeds the solubility product. Because of that reason, answer for this question is D. Lower concentration of the S2 minus, that is due to common ion effect. Now, this is a simple question actually. A 2015 asked question. Pair of compound which cannot be exist together. What is the meaning of this? Cannot be exist together means definitely the meaning of that is it will react with each other. Definitely the meaning which cannot exist together means react with each other. React with each other forming the other product, remember. Hence it will not exist. Now you can see NaHCO3 in water. Any change is going to take place? No, it will not form any product. Na2CO3 and NaOH, it will not form any product, remember. It will never form NaOH. NaOH already is there, correct? So it will never form. So now, in this case, NaHCO3 plus Na2CO3. NaHCO3 plus Na2CO3, here also you are not going to get anything. So, but The reason for that is, remember, when you add these two, see what happens, cation anion should get displaced, correct? So if it is displayed, once again it will form Na2CO3 and NaHCO3 only. But this will react together to form, remember, Na2CO3 plus CH2O. Remember, NaHCO3 and NaOH, when it reacts, Na2CO3 plus H2O is going to form. The meaning is that this will never exist together, always give rise to some product. Now, 1 mole of ammonia was completely absorbed in 1 liter solution each of 1mH2SO4, 1mCH3COH, 1mHCl, 1, 2, 3. Decreasing order of the pH is. See, first we will see acidic nature order. Acidic nature order, if you write, remember which is strong acid among H2SO4, acetic acid and HCl? Definitely H2SO4 more than HCl, more than acetic acid, CH3COOH. So that is common. Remember, we have to know H2SO4 is the strongest acid among all this. So H2SO4, HCl, CSOH. Now pH order, always pH and acidic nature, how it is related? If acidic nature is more, pH is less. Correct? pH is less. So hence you can say pH order if I write. So H2SO4, HCl and CSOH, reverse this order. pH, what they want? Decreasing order they want. Correct? So acidic nature and pH is reverse. Hence, the answer for this question is this one. This one. Why this one? Because you can see decreasing order. Oh, more pH. Decreasing means more to less. Correct? More pH will be that for the weak acid. Weak acid is acetic acid 2. More pH 2. Then it is second HCl 3. Then first highest strong acid, least pH. Hence decreasing order, it will come last end. So the answer is A. So 2 more than 3 more than 1. Remember that. Identify a species which is not a Bromstead acid but a Lewis acid. Very simple. Very simple. Remember, acid base concept should be very clear. 2013 asked question. Definitely this is the only one which is Lewis acid. Remaining are not at all the Lewis acid. Then conjugate base of H2PO4 minus is, remember, conjugate base of H2PO4 minus. So H2PO4 minus. Conjugate base means what you have to do? You have to remove 1H plus, minus 1H plus, right? So for that, remember this point, very important. This conjugate base acid means substance plus H plus, conjugate base means substance minus H plus. So substance minus H plus when you do, one hydrogen you remove, so that HPO4 minus 1 become minus 2. So the answer for this question is, remember this, HPO4 2 minus. Now, last one, example for neutral buffer. Example for neutral buffer, remember. So, it should give rise to, the neutral buffer is the one which is made up of weak acid, weak base. Which is weak acid and weak base, you see. This is weak base and it's solved with strong salt acid, basic buffer. Weak acid and it's solved with a strong base, acidic buffer. But this is the one which is neutral buffer. Remember, which is the one which is neutral buffer. So answer for this is C. Citric acid and sodium citrate. Weak acid and it's solved with a strong base. So this is also acidic buffer. So answer is C here for neutral buffer. Remember, these are the important points under ionic equilibrium. I hope you understood. If you understood, if you are visited to my channel for the first time, so please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.